Hi, it's a Violin perspective, and today's video is going to be about scales. In particular about what I think is one of the best ways of using them. Just to make it clear, by scales we mean scales, arpeggios and double stops. Well, actually there is only one technical point that scales are really useful for, and that point is everything. Warming up, mastering any technical skill, connecting ears and fingers. Scales alone can keep you in the top form. It even can be your daily meditation. Now, to the practical side of it, the main principle that applies to everything is hearing the sound in your head before playing it on the instrument. That's a must. Without it, the whole thing loses 99% of its benefit. Or 98, that doesn't matter. Then, there are three main areas that should be covered in scales. These are fingering, bowing and bow stroke, so left and right hands. There's a huge amount of combination between those, so I would advise playing first of all basic slow full set of scales in any key every day for warming up your hands and ears. That's like brushing your teeth. This will refresh your intonation and put your hands on rails. Then choose few exercises on top of that depending on the needs of the piece you are practicing. For example, let's say you are playing 10th Caprice by Paganini. Then your choice could be starting with G minor and B flat major, scales and arpeggios, staccato, full bow, 3 legato, 3 staccato. You can add trills also. Basically, you should analyze the piece and see what it proposes. Well, on top of that, it's nice to add something unusual and uncomfortable to broaden your technical horizons. Something like daily challenge, for example, whatever you can imagine. For example, like play major triad, 1 octave per string, 1 finger per string, starting with, let's say, D major, and every following octave should be, for example, in key minor third, lower than the previous. I think this should work. Well, this daily thing would be something to challenge your brain and hands and keep them alert, which I think is a very useful thing. And finally, my favorite exercise in double stops to play all possible intervals that your fingers can handle, starting with unisons and finishing with whatever you can reach. In my case, for example, it's 12th, and in the first position it's on the edge of tearing up my palm. There are two very important things you should know about this wonderful exercise. First of all, avoid by all means moving your fingers to tune the double stop while on string. If it's out of tune, take your fingers off, hear the right interval in your head, and only then put the fingers back. Repeat it till you get it right, and then move on to the next one. The second thing is even more important than the first one. This exercise is a little bit like violin yoga. Don't push your left hand too far straight away. Keep it relaxed at all times and rest as soon as your hand gets tired, because this fantastic exercise, when done wrong, becomes the shortest way to serious injuries. So I warned you. Why is it my favorite? Well, it connects your ears to your fingers. It makes your fingers very flexible and helps keeping left hand relaxed. Also, it's constant work with intonation, which I think is very valuable. But probably the most important thing for me is that it helps turning your fingerboard into a pool full of sounds. It frees the brain from thinking fingerings and position. You start feeling what you want to take with which finger and when. I think this one I love the most. Also, it works with overtones and resonance, so it opens up the sound of your violin. I strongly recommend you to do this exercise daily. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to this channel. You can also like us on Facebook or support us on Patreon if you wish. Enjoy the scales and see you soon.